All right, gang. So my name is Zach Skow. I'm the founder and executive director of MarleysMutts Dog Rescue. I am an addict and an alcoholic in recovery. I'm a guy who was given less than 90 days to live without a liver transplant, and was kind of rebirthed through working with dogs. And ever since then, I've been working with dogs. It's been 9 years now. We've created an organization around it, and now we're on this road trip to share our organization, to share our dogs, to save a few lives in the process. And my boy Joel has decided to come with. I needed somebody to drive with me, someone to navigate with me, so that we could get some work done, someone to help me handle dogs, and I couldn't think of a better dude to have with. And yeah, take it away, man.
Thank you. I should say thank you for that.
You are welcome.
Well, my name is Joel Rockey. I'm with One Last Treat. I'm actually looking really forward to this whole road trip because I'm going to be teaming up a couple of veterans along the way with senior dogs as part of the Vet Friend Till the End program.
Why is that important to you?
It's important to me because I am a veteran myself.
There it is.
I was a combat medic for 5 years, and I got out about 5 years ago. But I've been teaming up veterans with One Last Treat for a little while, and it's just extremely important to do this program to me. So, and when you asked me to come along for this road trip, I took every opportunity I could to make sure that we're able to team up veterans along the way. So in Missouri and Ohio, those are the veterans that we're going to be teaming up with.
I can't believe you said yes. It's one of those things where we first ran into each other over Facebook and then a phone call. It's one of those, we have a lot of life-changing events in our, throughout the course of your life, you have a lot of relationships, a lot of connections that you make, and some of them you'll never forget how they happened, when they happened. And I'll never forget my conversation with him. I was in Mammoth, and you called me about the idea of what you were working with, and we've been pals ever since. And it's really cool to be able to work together, to have another guy, in a predominantly female, oriented world, to have a guy that I can be stuck in a car with, to be able to talk about life, open up about our past, about where we come from, about what things were like before, what they're like now, and what we want them to be like. So to have a couple of human beings that have been through a lot in our lives, to have a bunch of dogs in this vehicle that have been through a lot in their lives, and to have us all be moving forward, like literally and figuratively, is pretty awesome. And I'm just happy to be a part of this. And I'm really stoked that he said yes. He sounded like a marriage proposal.
I know, man.
But you know what I mean. So I appreciate it, man. And we're going to have a good time at the Hero Dog Luncheon on the 8th. And there's just a lot of good stuff that's happening. And we're going to continue to kind of improvise on this trip and see what kind of good trouble we can get in. Hope you guys will follow us. Hope you guys will follow One Last Treat and MarleysMutts. And it's a good ride to be a part of. So thank you guys again, and we'll keep checking in with you along the way.
I would say I'd say follow Devoted Barn too, because
the Devoted Barn.
At the very end of this, you guys are having a pretty big event there. For Chloe, right?
Yeah, there's a girl named Chloe who's very special to all of us, and it's hard for me to talk about it without getting emotional these days. It's easy for me to talk about it and not get emotional when I'm in like PR mode, but when I start to really think about it, it's the last time I saw her before I left on this trip was, she was in the hospital at Children's Hospital Los Angeles, and we were dressed in basically hazmat suits to go in and see her. So she's one of my best friends. She's a 14-year-old little cancer fighter, and she's doing great. Her bone marrow transplant is really is taking, and I want to fight for her while we're on the road, and that's what we're doing. We're raising awareness about our organizations, but also kind of doing this in honor of Chloe, because she's special. She's fighting her ass off, and we should be fighting while she's in there doing her fighting. So I hope you guys will follow us. The Devoted Barn stepped up and is doing a fundraiser in Detroit, all for Chloe. I thought it was going to be a dinner, like a small group of people, because it was dinner and it was a place. I didn't realize that this place holds several hundred folks, and it's going to be
it's legit,
like a hootenanny. Yeah. So I'm pumped about that, and I thank everybody that's involved. There's been a lot of support for this, and I hope we continue to get those messages of love, and I hope we can just leave a positive streak wherever we go in this trip. I hope the Muttmobile has just a ray of light trailing behind of it that people can kind of pick up on, All right, gang. Well, thanks a lot. We'll check in with you along the road. Adios.